What is up, my trippy hippies? What is up? It is Tammy coming to you live from my office tonight for What's Up Wednesday. And I am, let's see here. Answering a few little things, trying to get some folks onto the live tonight since I am right here at 7 o'clock. But, I've been a little wishy-washy with my lives lately. So as you jump on here tonight, do me a couple of favors, as usual, as per usual. We're going to say hello. Tell us where you're watching from. This is so much more fun with friends. I promise you. For me, this is so much more fun with friends. And then drop us a grateful fed in the comments. I have noticed that I am live in a couple of places tonight. But I am not live. Live now, please help. So they're not allowing me to live in the Facebook group. I'm only able to go live on pages and on my personal profile. So if you are someone who can help me out, please share that over to the group. Hello, Elizabeth Clark. I was just asking Tabby about you today. I was like, hey, I haven't heard from Elizabeth lately. A little worried about her. I'm going to reach out later, but I'm glad to see you on the live tonight. We need to just check on you. This pollen is trying to kill everybody, so we were hoping that you were okay. So thank you for tuning in tonight. Katie Shaw from Florida, Elizabeth Clark down there from Florida. We've had some postage problems heading that way, but we hopefully got her straightened out now. The StreamYard is allowing me to go live on my personal profile and the Grateful Fed page and the Hometown Hippie business page, as well as the Tamunity on YouTube. So if someone could go share this into our private group, I'd really appreciate you for doing that. Maybe host a little watch party. But if you are tuning in tonight, say hello, tell us where you're watching from, drop us a Grateful Fed in the comments. What is What's Up Wednesday? So if you're brand new and you're just now, swiping by these little videos and you're seeing what we are, this is our Wednesday live. We try to guarantee 2 lives a week. One on Sunday for Sunday sermon, a little pep talk, a little motivation to get you going for the week, a little channeled message. Thank you, Elizabeth. I appreciate you so much. She shared to our private group for me. I appreciate you so very, very much. And then Wednesday night, it's just kind of like, hey, here's what's up. Here's a State of the Union. Here's what's up. If you don't know who I am, my name is Tammy Nelson. I'm also known as the Hometown Hippie. I am a Reiki healer and a food and a chef. And I believe in food magic and food healing. And I own a catering business and a food truck. I own a Reiki bakery as well as a plant-based medicine shop. And we are here to help you with all the things. Today it says, what a week, right? And I'm going to tell you, I have decided to be very authentic with what we do. I have been spending a lot of time and meeting a lot of new clients lately. This week, I have had 3 encounters I want to talk about. And it's 3 brand new people that I have not met before. And I know one person's name, and the other 2 folks, I'm bad with names. I will know them when they walk in the door. I will hug their necks. I will know them forever. But this week we have really, I was really talking about like plant-based medicine on Sunday, and I was really like nervous and having trouble, like, because I was going through my medical dispensary book and really diving back into doing the things that are the healing work with what we do, as well as in planning of menus, the healing work with the menus. And I'm going to talk about that in a second for Grateful Fed side. This is Hometown Hippie side. So what's up with Hometown Hippie is that we are making a difference. And I have asked again, I'm going to ask again. Hello, Miss Denny from Lynchburg. Can y'all send some extra love out to Denny? She is going through treatments right now, and she has been having a rough go of it. And we want to send to Denny. And, last year when Denny was first diagnosed with this situation, I say with this situation because that poor soul has been through it up, down, and sideways. If what they'd say is if it ain't one thing, it's another, right? But Denny is somebody who is the buffalo, and she kind of runs right into the storm and versus running from it. And she handles her shit and she keeps it moving, y'all. And you can be a victor or a victim, and that bitch right there, and she knows that I would say that with all love and respect. That's how she would talk to me too. She's gonna run into the storm, and she's not a victim. She's a victor. and we're going to hold space that she continues to be victorious in her battle against all of her medical stuff. So y'all send a little love that way. So last year when she kind of had a situation come up, we took care, and the Grateful Fed family said, Denny, we're going to take care of you. We're going to make sure on Wednesday nights at least your family has dinner from us, a little extra love with you. Hey, Bill, glad you're here. Where's Norma Jean at this evening? And then so this time we have taken on a new, and it's interesting because Denny and I also went to high school together. She was younger than me, but we're Cumberland grads, and so we're Duke alums, right? Hey, there's my girl. There's Heather Johns from Sylvania, Ohio. Hello, hello, hello. And so this right now in this season, we have had such an outpouring of donated meals. We're banking we have 7 banked right now. We're trying to get 50 so we can adopt 50 seniors from Piedmont Senior Resources. So we've got, and thank you, Heather, for donating meals. Heather's so good about paying it forward. And Elizabeth Clark and everybody on here does that. It's so amazing. Even my mom meals people, my Hampton Sydney kids' moms are getting extra meals and saying donate one. And it's just touching my heart for that. But we are taking care of our comrade Winky right now, her and her family, and we are taking dinners to her on Wednesday night in conjunction with our fundraising for Winky Strong for her situation. And we have ribs this Friday. So if you've not gotten your rib order in yet, that's there. But that's the Grateful Fed side. But the Hometown Hippie side, I had a lady come in today. I don't know her name. She has metastatic breast cancer. She's also lives in Cumberland. She is in a wheelchair at this point. You can tell, like, she says, I just hurt. And she's going to start radiation. She says, it's not curable. She's already lost her hair, you know. She's like, and cannabis has helped me. It's better than, I don't want to be on the OxyContin. And they want to give her all the pain pills in the world. And we were able today to put together a package for her and gift her some love. And me and Selena, stop what we were doing. We threw extra intentionality on to the things that she got to make sure. She's like, I just found you. I just found out my friend saw you and told me that you were here. And this is so much better for me. I feel safe here. Like, people just, if you've been in our building, if you've been in this building, can I get a whoop whoop or an amen? If, like, we really set a hedge of protection around this building, that this building, when you walk into it, it is meant to hug you. And the energy here is meant to do that. And the smells and all the things in the air are legitimately, like, the intentionality is that I want you to feel like you're coming home, and that you are safe, you are welcome. And it's just like being at home, like going to the fridge, see what you get. That building is so calming no matter what. And, there's probably times when I Sunday and clear it and do all the things for it, because we have some chaos that happens in here from time to time. And it's usually my energy that, like Amy says, you come flitting through the kitchen, right? But what is up is that, she let us know that even when she's like, I've not been here for 5 minutes and I feel like part of the family, because you are. I'm like, because you're a family. When you walk in here and you're here, it's supposed to be there. I am sure, baby. And here's the thing. If you just need anything, next time you're coming through, just message me that you're going to be coming through Farmville. Even if you just stop in the parking lot, I'll bring you a lolly out to get you home, okay? I got you, boo. We got peach lollipops right now, so let me know. So, I got a chance to meet this woman today, and I feel so very awful I didn't get a name, because I just was talking and it didn't matter, because I feel like, we're vibrating at a level in this frequency right now where you just, light recognizes light, and we just the coming together of like-minded people it's just happening, and people are being drawn to the things that are to their highest and best, right? And so, I really got to talk to her today, and I really felt like we made a difference in her day. And, the universe, I told y'all the other week, the universe doesn't make mistakes. And, every time that I feel like we're not being successful here, that we're not hitting our goal, or we're not doing this, we're not doing that, and it's not always, and we might not always hit the monetary mark, I'm like, let's do $1,000 lunch a day. We did a $55 lunch a day, and that happens, right? But it's about the people that we are able to help. And that is what this whole thing has been about, and keeping the eye on the prize for that. So this lady comes in today. She's very sick. She's very much in pain. We gave her our card. We gave her some things to get out of here. We know that she's going to be better. She's a military veteran. We took care of that person's needs today, and I think we made a difference for that person. We were able tonight to send some meals out to someone. Yay! So it was gluten-free today, Sarah Watts dessert. So we have a new wild turkey sandwich. So I'm excited that you got that. Yes, when I was there for Harvest Festival, the presence of the building, I love that so much. It's great. I love that so much. Then yesterday, this lady came in and she called. She's like, I'm just trying to find you. I'm in Farmville and I just need to find your shop. And I thought she was coming to get food truck food just from the conversation on the phone. And she got here and we left. When she left, we were in tears. Her name was Annie, and I hope I don't think she's on Facebook, but I try to get her to look at the code and find us. So she's here. Hi, if you're here. But she she was drawn to us, much like Norma Jean. She found us online. She's like lived in Hawaii for most of her adult life. A few years ago, everything kind of fell apart. Her husband passed. Her mom got very ill. She had to leave her life in Hawaii, where she felt very connected spiritually. She's a like-minded light worker. She came back to Nottoway County, where things are very conservative. She was very afraid to be her true, authentic self. She was a caregiver for her mother. She couldn't find the things she needed. She was like, I have to be in control of my senses at all times. But it was one of those things where cannabis helps me to connect to my spirituality. It helps me to, relax my anxiety. It's the medicine that I choose to use. And I am so very excited. She believes in Mother God, Mother Earth, and Father, and the Spirit. She is very much a kindred soul for us as far as her belief systems and the Reiki. She's very interested in all of those things and learning about that. And she said she has felt so alone and so disconnected and so by herself on an island, and finding the community in this group of people. And I've really encouraged her to come over here to either find us on YouTube or to find us on Facebook, because I think she needs the group. But, we made sure to envelop her. Yes, a Nottoway neighbor. Yeah, and she needs, and she's good people, right? She's an older lady. She's got purple tips. And she's just so sweet. And she's like, I just feel like I could cry because I'm so excited that I don't feel alone anymore, that I have a place to come and sit, and people who want to do sound baths and be, all of these things. She wants to come to all of it. She wants to be a part of everything. And I told her about retreats we have planned for the year, our ideas and all the stuff. And she's like, yes, this is all the things that I was missing. And I'm so very excited. And so Annie's going to be brought into the fold very soon. So, I spent some time with her yesterday, sitting down, really talking about. And then, so that's 2 new people that we have met this week. And I have been living in that place of gratitude, right? I talked about that on Sunday a little bit, about changing our language, right? If someone, let her know, welcome to the community. Yes. And she will never she won't, right? She's like, I was a caregiver and all these things. She said, I've just been by myself. And so having just, we take for granted just having that touch, that human interaction. And I was like, are you a hugger? And she's like, oh my gosh. But think about if you had no one that think about how that feels, right? Not to have the embrace or the touch of another person. And that's why when I go to see my brother, when he's incarcerated, and some of y'all can speak to this, and it makes my heart so sick. He's going through treatments right now. They put his port in. He's not feeling great. And he says, can you get a visit? And with where he's at a medical, they're not letting me schedule visits right now. And he says, I just need a hug. And I was like, I said, Jamie, I would drive there right now, knock on the door, they let me just give you a hug. And, and it makes me, I'm going to get really emotional about that, because I didn't think about that till just now. When you don't feel good already, and you have no ability to have anybody to be there to embrace you or to hold you or to tell you it's going to be okay. It makes me sad for anybody, right? It makes me sad for anybody. Yeah. So I don't want to get into that tonight. I'm not doing that tonight, y'all. Okay. Um, I am. It's been a lot with that lately too. It's been a lot with that lately, and um, and so then we have someone who is part of the community, but came by Sunday after Sunday sermon and spent a little time with me, Miss Frankie, and she has collected some crystals. And I had my session with Carly on Monday, and that's a whole thing about like the tying in of it and the long term intentionality and all this fun stuff. And and so so it's been a big energy week, right? It's been a big energy week. So that's kind of what's up when I say, whoo, what a week already. It's been because we have been able to be a part of special events. We've been a part of things in big energy ways. And I needed to protect my energy. And just like you need to protect your energy, and coming off of Sunday sermon, living in that place of gratitude, reframing the way in which I see things. You know, like today we were late. We were late. Like we were supposed to have been somewhere at 6 o'clock to deliver a Hampton Sydney meal tonight for one of our boys that we feed. My boy Matthew. You know, I've adopted these kids and I love them so much. And Matthew has been consistent since we have started doing this. His mom has purchased him meals. They get prime rib, they get the ribs, they get the chicken. They just support everything. They donate meals. And his delivery time is 6 o'clock. And at 6:07, I'm still chucking meals out the window. And I messaged him and I'm like, I appreciate your patience this evening. We're running a little bit late. He's like, no problem at all. I'm good. Just let me know. It's finals weeks. When you're here, I'll stop studying and come over. And so he's been very grateful for, I've been very grateful for that. But I've really been cognizant about language this week. And I hope that you have been practicing that as well. Because I'm going to tell you, had I not been in that higher vibe, like I noticed, like, look what happens. Just that much changing and living in that place of, we've raised the vibration, we've raised the frequency, and we're attracting the people that are the highest and best to come over here and be a part of the community. We're helping people who need to find us, and that's what it's about. So it's interesting because in my session, this is what's up this week, right? We're talking about what's up Wednesday, is that Carly talked to me about the three with the stones and all of that. And it's about self, others, and God, right? And recognizing that we are all, like, when you are kind to others, it's also a self-serving. When you realize that all of it is of God, all of it is of divinity, and that it matters. And so, you don't have to own the guilt that comes from the word sorry, right? You don't have to own the word from that. Yes. And Sarah said, we had this outside seating set up. I love just sitting outside enjoying my lunch. Thanks, Chef, for having that little setup. We're going to get it cleaned up a little bit better. It's just been slow going. And as much as I've been trying to give myself grace with that, it's really starting to stress me out a little bit. And I'm trying not to let it bring me down at all. We're doing the best we can with the hands we got right now. And we're going to get better every day. We're just moving forward in a most fulfilling way that we can. So what's up this week is that we've really made a difference in touching some people, and the we kind of met in the home therapy side of business. We've really started making, with the metastatic breast cancer, I'm like, what are the symptoms? What are some things we can make for you? That higher powered gummy that's in the Munchie of the Month box, I'm going to encourage y'all to grab one of those boxes this month. It's got a lot of different things to really start creating your plan. I told Selena, I was like, we have the edible fridge, our special refrigerator took a crap. It's done. We lost the refrigerator. It's gone. And Sarah will know who I'm talking about, but this is a refrigerator that I bought from Heaven and RJ back when I was working from the house, when they got their new refrigerator. So what's that been? 3 years ago, they got the new fridge for Christmas or something. And so we've had to pull everything out of that. And so we baked off everything that we had in that fridge, because we had nowhere to put it. We had nowhere to store that. Yeah, it's been a while. And I paid $100. I think she charged me $100 for that fridge like 3 or 4 years ago. So Dad's like, well, let me pull it out and check the coils. I was like, Dad, I appreciate the offer, because we also had to like replumb the sink today. Like I said, things happen. They happen a lot sometimes, right? So after Dad replumbed the sink today, after the refrigerator took a poop this week, I'm a little concerned that the AC in here is dying. It's not as cool in here as it normally is. Normally, with the temperature set where it's set, it is freezing in here this time of night. And I had to go flip some breakers to see if like it needed a break. I also noticed that our filter, though, like our return filter, is covered with glitter. So we're gonna get a new one of those tomorrow, see if that helps. But so we I told Selena, I said, let's take a minute. I don't want you to re-up all the batches. We've made some things, so we have you're able to order if it's on the site, you can order it. But I was like, let's take a moment. Let's really sit down that we want to keep, and we're going to redo the website. We got some website redoing coming, and I was like, let's really sit down and like really look at what we're looking like for the summer, what we're going to do for the summer. And we have been playing with the pantry collection and how the pantry collection and what that's going to be in. And then the honey is back in bears, so you're going to get this full honey bear size. The honey that we just made, it's a newer do it. And I'm going to be honest. This honey is going to be supercharged. And it has a lot of healing properties in it because it is made with pure keef. So it is pure, as clean as it comes, keef. Which we need that for extra medicine because it goes in teas, and we have some intentionality set for the honey specifically because it's good for allergies and it's going to be good for cramps. We're going to have some. We're going to put some like recipes with that for like drinks and teas and like potions for like certain things like colds, flus, cramps, pain, indigestion things. So we're putting some like things together in the honey catalog, or I guess the honey chapter, that'll have those things in it, right? So I told Selena, like, let's just take a second, right? Let's really be mindful about what we're going to keep, what we're not going to keep, what we might bring back, all of that stuff. We have some summer stuff coming out, and people have been begging us for pies. So we're thinking about the oatmeal creams, the Reese's peanut butter, because starting Memorial Day, we cannot ship gummies and we cannot ship chocolates because they don't make it. So we have to kind of figure out what we're doing. So that's what's happening at Hometown Hippie. There's been some mail issues there with the post office has been awful. We are going to be changing things up just a tenth because, again, I told y'all popsicles again this year. I'm considering those, yes, but again, we are really trying to move into like, hey, here's the deal. Like, I can give you like sell you a cup of sugar and give you a popsicle recipe, and for the same money that you spend for popsicles for us to do all the things and then package it and do all that, you can pay this amount for the popsicle, or you can pay this amount and have like 1 million of those. Like, for example, I'm going to use Norma Jean as an example. Like, Norma Jean buys pantry collections. Elizabeth buys pantry collections. So Norma Jean can purchase her sugar, and I can tell her how to make her tea, and she can make triple the tea for the same money. If I have to buy she's like, I got to buy the jug. I got to do the labor. I got to put money into that. My goal has to always been to like I don't want to like, I'm not trying to work myself out of a job, right? But it's about making sure that the community that I love and the community that we heal has the medicines that they need. And my whole goal has always been to teach you to grow it, teach you to harvest it, teach you to cure it, and teach you to utilize it in the way that is most life fulfilling for you. That is my ultimate goal. That's what the cookbook is about. It is about being able to heal thyself, right? It is a Reiki guide to setting intentions with what you do in life. And, but there's, like I said, Norma Jean can do that. And she buys the sugar. And if I'm not able to like get her tea done, she will do it. But Norma Jean says, no, I don't want to do that. I would rather pay the money it takes for you to make my tea, put it in my jug and send it to my house. I don't want to mess with that. And there are people who want that service, so we're always going to have that service. But there's some of you who are like, hey, I love being able to come buy a cookie, but I utilize this as my medicine. I utilize this as my anxiety relief. I utilize this in a way where, and the way that the world is, I can't afford, because I get messages from people saying, hey, I'd love to be able to purchase more things from you. Please don't think that you've done anything wrong. I'm just not financially able right now to be able to partake and heal myself the way that I need to. I can afford my free copay for CVS, and I have to take care of this. I can't afford because my insurance won't pay you. And I understand that 100%. So I'm trying to find ways in which to help you to be able to have the things that you need to stay away from big pharma and to still heal yourselves. I'll be glad to do it for you. But we have the pantry collections to make it easy. You can still get more bang for your buck that way, right? Like Elizabeth will tell you can buy a cup of coconut oil and you can like play with it. So I'm going to show you how to like only use like a couple of teaspoons or use and replace the whole thing in your recipe, but it's going to allow you to get more bang for your buck. That's all I'm getting at. So I told Selena, I was like, moving into May, we're gonna it's gonna be May. I had to do it in my brain. My ADHD had to do that. We need to be more cognizant of what we're doing. We're gonna put some new things out. We're gonna update and refresh and clean up and do all the things. So stay tuned for all that. The other thing is What's Up Wednesday, right? Is I would love, because we are helping people and people come to my lives and they find me, but I want you, if you're watching on the Hometown Hippie side or the Tamunity, I'm asking, um, oh, that's awesome. She said that she saw you yesterday to check on you. The pain salve, yes, the pain salve is en route from Carly. As soon as I get the pain salve, I will have it. I know some of y'all have called them already, and I've got the pre-order list. They're pretty much almost like halfway cleaned because people come in store for them too. And I got a list in store for people that have been using them. But I got Heather on the list. I've got me on the list. I've got a lot of people on the list. Kathy and Katie. A lot of people on the list. So they're coming, and as soon as they're in, you will have them. I promise. Um, So I'm asking if you are in our private group or on our business page, if you have used a product, to please do a post per product, right? Do a post per product. It would help a lot to get people seeing that other people are utilizing our items, how they're helping, what they're used for. I call it Testimonial Tuesday. She will keep up with all of you. Yes, I am the problem. It's me. Hi, I'm the problem. It's me. We have a special process that we do this. So we do it with like combined energy. I handle like Reiki infusing the coconut oil, the 1-to-1. Then I send it to Whidbey Washington, and then she does her thing and does her Reiki stuff on it, and then she sends it back and package and all that stuff. So right now, what she's waiting on is me. I have to make her another coconut oil batch, and so I am working on that this weekend. And then we'll get the 18 in, and I've got another batch of coconut oil heading out to her, and then she'll have another batch of like 30 heading to me. So we've got it all figured out, sort of, kind of, whatever. But if you can go on tomorrow for Tell Me Thursday, right? Any day of the week right now, because I know there are people out there that are watching. I'm also asking you to help us grow the group, right? I would love for you to add like-minded friends. Please don't go through and just like randomly add a million people. Please just go and send a message to like the power of one. Every person that's in the Hometown Hippie group, I guarantee you got one friend that's not in our group who needs to be in our group. And that is about the power of one. About every day you have the ability to go out and change the world for one person. Even if one person can't change the world every day, you can't go out in one day and change the world as one person. I mean, you can try, but every day you can go out and you can change the world of one other person. And so, if I can ask your favor, it's the power of one challenge, right? I would like for you to do a review of the list. Hashtag it power of one. Hashtag stay elevated. Hashtag the product. Because somebody needs to hear about it from somebody other than me. And I've asked and I'm asking again. And I appreciate those that do it for me all the time. And and I'll reward you for doing it, right? I'll reward you for doing it, right? You'll get Tammy points for every one you get, and every 10 Tammy points, you get a free caramel or something. But I appreciate you so much. Oh, thank you so much, Heather. That really helped. And I'd like to see, a lot of you use our products, so let us know about that. The other thing is that Google reviews and Facebook reviews, like official reviews on my Grateful Fed, on the Tamunity, on the Sugar Magnolia, they are huge. I had no idea how much they help us. So if you guys don't mind, if you're watching this, wherever you're watching this, whatever side of the world you're on, whether you eat at the Sugar Magnolia, you had catering done, Hometown Hippie, whatever it may be, if Hometown Hippie, please go to the Hometown Hippie Facebook, Google, and leave a review, and do that in Facebook and on the pages, because it makes a huge difference in how people find us and see us in the reviews. So it would mean a lot to me if you could help me do that. And because it matters. And I'm asking for help tonight. That's what's up, right? I'm asking for the help on those reviews. And on that note, let's see what else is up tonight. Let's see. Grateful Fed. I talked about how we are taking care of one of our own at hashtag Winky Strong. Winky Blanton, who's been a friend of mine forever, has MS, and she had a seizure at work. They thought that it was just a progression of her MS. It ended up being stage 4 brain cancer. That's what I was told. It's on the base. She's going through radiation and treatment right now. And every Friday we are doing a fundraiser to help out. There's the town of Farmville is doing a fundraiser. If they raise $5,000, the chief of police is going to shave his head. If they raise $10,000, the town manager will shave his head. I was joking, saying if we raise $20,000, I'll shave mine, and I will. If they raise $20,000, I'll shave my head. I'll have a crew cut for the summer. But I need y'all's help to do that. So every Friday night this month, we are doing a take-home meal that is for philanthropic. And this week we are doing ribs. So we have a pre-order form up right now on Facebook. If anybody doesn't have Facebook, if you're here, you probably have Facebook. But if you need it, let me know. I can email it to you as well. You can order racks of ribs, half rack of ribs, and then large or small sides. I figure with that kind of stuff, people share a lot of that stuff because they're kind of big and it's meaty. So we did the ribs as like a half rack or a full rack. And then we did the sides, large and small. And then we have corn muffins in 6-packs or 12-packs. We will have some desserts here on Friday. They'll be a la carte, like you can get a piece of cake or some banana pudding. We're not going to do the big ones. People have been asking for chocolate cake. We're going to make like 2 chocolate cakes and sell pieces, probably some cheesecake, and then probably banana pudding, more than likely. Maybe some cookies. I don't know. We'll have some desserts here. But if you guys can share that out for me and get everyone seeing that, because we've only sold 9 racks right now, I think, and I've got 32, and I'd like to be able to make a difference in this fundraising, and your help can help me do that. Okay. Will you ever consider making RSO? I know it's expensive, but I'm in need. I will give you details in a message. You're not the first person that asked me for that, and that's a process. I am learning that process and reading about that and the benefits and ways to extract that and do that. So we are working on that. There might be a workshop around it, but I don't. It's we're gonna figure it out. We're gonna figure it out. But it's very expensive because of the extraction process. Because it's a whole thing, and it's a lot to it. But we are, because that's exactly the person who asked me for that. I have been trying for that person for over a year now, and I've hit roadblock after roadblock after roadblock. Yes, I agree with that 100%. But if you can get it from someone, I would get it and probably let Denny know about it because she'll want it too. Because right now I don't have access to that. The tinctures, yes. And then I do the tincture. Do you use honey or coconut oil or both? The tincture is done by itself. That's just tincture. then I use all those things. Like the coconut oil is done separately, the honey is done separately, the tincture is infused separately. All of those things are we are looking for. Yes. I didn't think you ate ribs, Norma Jean. I figured you wouldn't eat. I don't know. I didn't know you ate ribs. I figured. Uh, I don't know. I don't know why I thought you didn't eat ribs. Um. Anyway, I'm so at a loss right now. We have ribs on Friday. We have yeah, that's what we have. I'm sorry. I'm like, what was I talking about? I'm at a loss. So yeah, we're doing the fundraiser on Friday. So if you can share it, tell your friends, get your ribs ordered, all that fun stuff, we'd appreciate you. So that's what's happening. If you are a nurse or a teacher, next week is Teachers Week and Nurses Week. We for free all week to schools and doctors and hospitals, doctors' offices and hospitals. So if you're a nurse or a teacher next week, you're going to enjoy free delivery and free dessert with your order. So we're going to have some free teacher and nurse desserts all week next week. Um, yes, but if you have an outlet for it though, Heather, because we don't have it right now, there's people in the group that could utilize that. So if you want to message me or talk to me tonight later on, I might call you on the way home if you can talk. We might be able to help that person out if they're a reputable person, because that matters. Because there's people that need it and it's great medicine, and that's why I've been looking into it. You know me, I'm more if it takes like machinery and stuff, it's just not. If I could blow myself up doing it, I'm just not gonna mess with it. I just like I'm like magic butter machines about as far as I go. Beautiful. Thank you so much, Heather. I appreciate that. The RSO was magic. It is. I know people that can put it in like belly buttons and cure stomach stuff. So I am dying for it. Yeah. So I'm all about it. Let's find out. Let's get it done. What's up, Amanda Giorgetti from Pinellas Park, Florida? What's up, Giorgetti? So that's what's up tonight. We've got some fun new stuff dropping. We have peach lollipops on the website. We have all the cookies from the sale are sold out today. I know some people asked me about coming up today and getting some. They didn't show up, so I sold them tonight. We are out of the um, the cookie sale cookies. I could not get my words out. And then that we are probably not going to carry the stuffed 420s anymore. That's probably going to go away. I'm going to take that off the site tomorrow probably. There are some things that are going to go away for a second. Like I said, we're revamping that menu. We're really leaning into these pantry collection products. I'm encouraging y'all to give them a try. Okay. I will post recipes. We're going to feature those all week. And if you are in Hometown Hippie, our big feature this week was our Hippie hot sauce, which I can't believe we haven't sold one single solitary bottle of that. Not one person has purchased a bottle of Hippie hot sauce this week, which I'm blown away by with all these, talks about that. But it's what it is, right? We're keeping rocking and rolling. But we're going to be featuring a new pantry collection each week, kind of showcasing what it can do, all of that stuff. Yeah, exactly. The honey is delicious. You got the last small honey at the small price. I'm going to revamping the pantry collections. It's kind of like everything's sure its own section. We're figuring out the packaging for every piece of that pantry collection to make it beautiful, to make it streamlined, all the things. And like I said, the cookbook is forthcoming. So the cookbook's going to have a tarot deck that is attached to it. There's going to be a recipe card. So each of the pantry collections will be a back of a card. And then it's kind of like the suits and tarot, tarot, or whatever you want to say it. So we're going to have, Mama partook that. Yay! Happy. I love the chocolate sauce and the hot sauce is the bomb. The caramel sauce is staying. The hot sauce is staying. Some of that stuff is going to go into those same bottles the hot sauce is in. So that's going to be a standard size across the pack, right? And they have different labels on them. So they're just interesting in the way that we did it all. It's just kind of fun and exciting. And we really hope that people will lean into those. We're going to try to put those on a shelf and have those out, on like our pantry collection. Like you can come in and grab the pantry collection. I want to be the high priestess, exactly right. So that's funny. That's hilarious. So that's kind of the idea, but they're going to be funny. But then you could like pull from your set and like intuitively pick a recipe for intentionality for setting like whatever you're going to do for the day, right? So that's what for you all to kind of have a little bit of fun with those in that way with adding the tarot card and all that kind of stuff with it. Oh no. So that sucks. Lady didn't make it because she just messaged me because her aunt passed away this morning. So I'm very sorry your aunt passed away. I did not know that happened. And if you would like to get some cookies, I will give you some cookies that we have on sale because I didn't know. Um, she goes to space. I love that. So that's what's up tonight, y'all. We have a big fundraiser going on this week, Friday. Please get your ribs ordered. I love that. If you'd like to, if you're not local and you want to pay it forward for a Wednesday night meal, they're available to do that with. If you're hometown hippie, please, anywhere that you are, please leave us a review on the appropriate business. The more the reviews we get, the more that we get moved up in the search engines, and that really helps us a lot. And so your help is much appreciated. You know, you're helping us make a difference, and we appreciate that. But it is 7:47 p.m. I have been here since 9:07 this morning. I, I have not had my night snack yet, and I have a long day. I'm going to ask a couple more favors. Number one, we're going to send that love out. The Queen of Wands, she has the cat. I love that. Y'all can all pick your little cards if you want to. I'll make y'all into cards. Norma Jean from Abilene is going to be a little bitty baby card. She's a little bitty. She's a little bitty thing. Um, we are going to hold some space for traveling mercies for my sister because Amy left here around 5 o'clock today to go do some catering deliveries for me. And then she is heading out of town in the morning to go out to California to see Juliana. She's not seen her since January. And she's ready to go put her eyes on her baby girl. And I'm excited for her to hug her neck as well. I miss that child so much. She's my little ride or die. I haven't seen her since January either. But her mom's heading out there to spend the weekend with her. And I'm so very glad that she has the opportunity to go out and spend some time with Juliana. And then next weekend, she's driving down to Portsmouth to spend Mother's Day with Matthew down there before he leaves to go underway on his boat. At the end of this month, he's working at the space right now until they get him down to his boat. So we want to hold some love for that. So if y'all can help me hold space for that, traveling mercies and safe travels and all of that. And then I'm just hoping that everyone out there who hears this, who watches this, if you need to find community and you need some love, let us do it for you. Come over to the community. We'll be glad to help you out. If you're out there watching this or on my personal page or on the Grateful Fed, and you're like, what in the world? We're just a bunch of hippies who want to make everybody better. And I believe you can do that through nature's medicine. Oregano has healing properties. So does vanilla. So does cinnamon. So does cayenne pepper. So does canna. And I want to heal you through food magic and plant-based magic and Mother's Earth's love and chi energy and all the things. And so I want to say I appreciate every single one of you, no matter where in the world you're watching from, however you let me love you, because food is my love language. So whether I love with a little extra spicy love, or if I do it with just a hamburger and or some sliders or a vegetable or fruit tray, that's fine too, right? We are excited to maybe possibly be doing a YMCA Youth Art Month reception at the LCVA for 450 kids. We are excited to be a part of all of your life's events. I'm going to say this. The amount of people who we have made food for when they've lost someone, I feel like is probably one of the biggest privileges that I have. And I know that sounds really weird and odd, but whenever we are allowed to make food for a family or friends or a reception for people, someone who's passed away, I say food is my love language. And that's a place where we really put an abundance of just like love and understanding and peace and patience, because, that's a hard time in somebody's life. and to be there to nourish someone in their time of grieving, and to maybe feel a little bit of that, maybe make something that their mom made that, like, hey, mom would have loved eating this, or hey, this, or hey, that matters to us. So we want to say thank you for thinking of us in that time, that, we're the people you think of that'll make things a little bit better just through a good bite of food. Um, Last night, the last couple of weeks, we have been feeding the Hampton City lacrosse team. Their parents do like a post-game tailgate, and they lost last night. And their mom, the mom, they're still in the locker room. We appreciate everything you do for us. The seniors, it's their last game. And I sat in my chair last night after I got that message. I know this is going to sound ridiculous, y'all, ridiculous. But then I saw the post about how they got to the tournament. I was Hampton City Lacrosse loses by 1. And I feed had 3 or 4 times now. And some of them have gotten meals, other truck and stuff. And I read that, and then her text came through, and then they sent me the pictures of them and all the things. And I sat in my chair last night and I cried for them. And then I laughed, and I was like, you know what? I was a collegiate athlete as well. And I was like, you never know it's the last time you did something until it's the last time you did something. And so I'm like, we put a lot of like extra love into that pasta. That's one of those like soul hugging meals. But I cried for those boys, because not only do I feel like food is my love language, how I love on you, whenever you allow me to do that, that reciprocates love to me. So there's a tie between us. And so I get told all the time, like, you got all these love attachments out. You got to cut some cords to bring this energy. You have too many cords out. So I was like, this is one of those cords. I'm like, I'm so connected to these boys that, like, my energy we put into that food, like, I need to like let that, like, that's the energy that needs to go. But I was so connected still that I could feel their pain. The ones who were just like, this sucks, right? Yes. So you have babies who have grown in your heart. Yes, and I'm going to cry about that, because that's what happened. That's what came in last night, right? Is that this is a really tough time of year for me with all these graduations and proms and wedding season, right? Because, like, that's the thing that I feel like I miss out on not having children of my own, was all of those moments. The last game, all that kind of stuff, right? But I get to do it as this job. Like, the universe is like, hey, you didn't have anything you have to take care of that grew under your heart, so you can look at all the room you have in your heart for all of these kids who need a little bit of mom love when their biological moms are not around. So I'll take that, right? And with being in a 2 college town, I feel like this is what I'm supposed to be doing. Oh my gosh, your last one, Amanda? Is this your youngest? Because I know your daughter's already graduated and she's going to culinary school and stuff. I have group moments now, so yeah. So anyway, I am getting off of here because I want to go home. So your last one, it's amazing. So I just want to say thank you, how grateful I am for allowing me to be a part of those things. Weddings, the beginning of a marriage, the intentionality, but we have been doing a lot of end of life ceremonies and things like that. And I really feel like some of that is just us saying, hey, we love you and we want to give you some comfort in this time. And so it just means a little something extra special to us sometimes. Things that, these being a part of these moments matter. And I want you to understand, if you're out there and you've allowed us, like, it matters to us too. And so there's a lot of love that goes into all this. And that's really why you choose us, I feel like. People say, what sets you apart from other caterers? And I was like, I don't know. I mean, the fact that, when I feed you, you're my family, and I'm going to treat you like my family. I'm going to love you like my family. And so I guess because as a business, I actually will love you. And I know that sounds crazy, but I do. That's probably, that's just the truth of the matter. So that's what we have to, that's what's up tonight, right? What's up tonight is I love y'all. I appreciate you. I need a little bit of help with some stuff. I got a little things going out for y'all. Any questions, anything y'all wanted to ask me about before I get off here tonight? I know Heather's already, telling me, like, peace, love, and feast, y'all. We're gonna end it tonight. We're gonna end it. We're gonna end our live tonight with like what Heather just said. I'm gonna put it up here. I'm gonna go in here and I'm gonna change things around. Where's it at? Let me go. I see it. I see it up there. We're gonna take this off. We're gonna take this off. We're gonna do this. I'm trying to do it. I'm trying to do it, y'all. I'm gonna go here. My internet wants to be crazy tonight. None of it wants to work. None of it wants to work. Am I even still live? I don't even know. Well, here's what we're going to do. I'm going to go ahead and be as good as my word and get off here tonight. And we're going to end our live as we always do. Because I can't see comments anymore. Let me see if I can see any comments. They're just not popping up anymore. Like everything went away. I'm hoping y'all are still here. But I'm going to end this live tonight. Oh, that's awesome. So Norma says, are you buffering? Yeah, I think I am. My parents return to Florida May 13th. I'm going to have you create a happy welcome home meal for Mother's Day, Dad's birthday, and a little mini. Oh, I love it. I love it. We'll do that for sure. I'm live. Okay, perfect. So we are going to end the live tonight with a little peace, a little love, and a little feast. And as always, y'all stay elevated. I love you. Don't forget your Tell Me Thursdays. Don't forget your reviews. I love y'all big. I love you big too, Heather. I'll talk to y'all soon. And good night.